Our 10-minute math today, we are going to work on our mental math. So what does mental math mean? What does that mean if I say we're going to work on mental math? Does anyone know? What is mental math? Niley?
Word problems.
Not word problems. All right, Gabe, do you think you know?
Math that you do in your head.
Yeah, it's math that you do in your head instead of trying and solve it on a piece of paper. So I'm going to show you a problem. You're going to try and solve it in your head, and then you're going to give me a thumbs up, okay? Once you think you've solved it in your head. So you're not going to write this problem down. You're going to try and solve it in your head. All right, here we go. I'll make it big. All right, our first problem, 148 plus 20. If you think you know the answer, give me a thumbs up. 148 plus 20. You think you know the answer, give me a thumbs up. Gabe and Niley think they know. 148 plus 20. I'll wait till I see all thumbs. Kyla thinks she knows. Raylan thinks she knows. 148 plus 20. Oscar thinks he knows.
What happens if we don't know the answer?
Just try and think of it. Try and solve it in your head. All right, I'm going to give you 15 more seconds to try and answer this question. What is 148 plus 20? And then I'm going to call on someone. All right, who thinks they know what 148 plus 20 is? Go ahead, Niley.
It is 168.
It is 168. Nice job. All right, here's your second problem. 148 minus 10. 148 minus 10. Once you think you know that answer, give me a thumbs up. Once you think you know that answer, give me a thumbs up. 148 minus 10. Awesome. 148 minus 10. Raylan, don't make faces in the camera, please. 148 minus 10. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. All right, who wants to answer this one? What is 148 minus 10? Who wants to answer this problem? All right, Gabe, go ahead. What's 148 minus 10?
138.
138. Nice job. All right, and our last problem, I'm going to call on someone random, so make sure you are trying to figure this out. All right, 148 plus 40. Once you think you know that answer, give me a thumbs up. 148 plus 40. 148 plus 40. Awesome, I love seeing your guys' thumbs. 148 plus 40. All right, I said I was going to call on someone random, so let's go with Raylan. I haven't heard from you today. What is 148 plus 40? All right, I don't think she can hear me. Raylan. All right. All right, who would like to answer this problem for me? What is 148 plus 40? Go ahead, Kevin.
188.
188. Nice job. Go ahead and give yourselves a round of silent praise for doing that hard mental math. All right. And then let me make this small again so I can go back to this presentation. All right. Okay, so here is what we are going to do for today. So we have been working on, let me try something really quick. Okay, so we are going to work on, we're going to continue with arrays, but today, instead of making arrays, we are going to use the multiplication equation to sort our arrays. Or not to sort our arrays, but to label our arrays, okay? So we have this box right here, or this array. How many squares total are in this array? How many squares total are in this array? I want to hear from someone I haven't heard from yet today. How many squares are in this array right here? How many are in this array right here? Total. Paxton?
9.
You are correct. Oops, 9. All right, so I have my total. Now, how many rows do I have? How many rows do I have? How many rows do I have? Remember, rows go from side to side. How many? Nyla, you're correct with the column, but I'm looking at rows. Rows. How many rows do I have? Kamaya?
0.
This one's tricky. So let's do the columns first. How many columns do I have? Nyla, how many columns do I have? Nice job. She says 1. So I have, okay. So how many rows? So my rows go side to side, but because I only have 1 column, they're all stacked on each other. So how many rows do I have? Let's see. Let's go with Kyla.
9.
9. Good job. All right. So we have, no, here we go. All right. So we have 9 times 1 equals 9. I'm actually going to make this bigger. Okay, so this is our multiplication for this array, our multiplication equation for this array. So I have 9 rows, okay, times by 1 column equals 9 total boxes, okay? All right, let's do the second one. How many rows do I have in this array? How many rows do I have in this array? How many rows? Kamaya?
6.
Good job. I have 6 rows. 6 rows. Wow. All right, and how many columns do I have? How many columns do I have? How many columns? Raylan, how many columns do I have? In the second array. Raylan, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, show me on your fingers. How many rows do I have? Show me on your fingers. How many rows do I have? Oh, awesome, Paxton. Awesome, Niley. I love seeing your fingers. How many rows do I have? Show me on your, columns. Sorry. How many columns do I have? Wow, I haven't finished my coffee yet. Can you tell? How many columns do I have? All right, awesome. I have 3 columns. Okay, so who can tell me how many boxes in all do I have in this array? How many boxes do I have in all in this array? All right, Akila, go ahead and tell me.
15.
Not 15, you're close. You're 3 off. You want to try again, Akila? Yep, 18, good job. All right, and I'm gonna make this bigger. All right, and I can double check this answer by counting my squares inside this array. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we are right. So we have 6 rows, 3 columns. So 6 times 3 equals 18 total. All right, does anyone have any questions how I wrote the multiplication equation for each array? Looking for hands. Okay. Here we go. Let me show you your independent work for today. Are you ready? All right. So Mrs. Rockarenu actually made our work for today, and she did such a nice job and helped you guys out when all you have to do is drag the multiplication equation to the correct array. Okay, so all the multiplication equations are already written out for you, so you just have to drag the correct one to the correct array. Does that make sense? All right, so let's do this one together. What's the multiplication equation for this array? What's the multiplication equation for this array? For this one right here. Gabe?
One times 5.
Yep, so I'm going to click on the 1 times 5, and then I'm going to move it over to this box. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. All right, and remember the most important thing when you are doing a Google Slides worksheet is to share that with me to turn it in. All right,